The World of Children, Unit 7. A City Boy on the Farm. Peter Smith was an Australian boy. He lived in a big city with his parents. Unfortunately, when Peter was 8 years old, both his parents passed away. So Peter was sent to live with his uncle and aunt in the country. They owned a farm with a lot of animals. As Peter had always lived in the city, he was not used to animals. He did not like to go near them. He was afraid of horses the most. They seemed so big and powerful. His uncle noticed this. Uncle gave him a small, well-mannered horse collect livelihood, but Peter could not get rid of his fear. Every time he got on the horse, he trembled. He could not ride when this made his uncle sad because he wanted Peter to inherit the farm after him. One day, Peter's uncle and aunt had to visit a sick neighbor. The two farm hands, John and Rob, were working in the field. Peter was left alone in the house. It was a very warm day. There had been no rain for some time. Peter walked towards the garden to get some air. Suddenly he saw smoke coming out from the field of grass behind the stable. Peter realized it could be the beginning of a forest fire. He knew such fires were dangerous and could burn the land for many miles. Peter knew the horses were in the stable. He realized he had to save them somehow. Peter began to lead them out one by one, all the time talking to them softly to keep them calm. Finally, the horses were safe in the front field. But the fire was getting bigger. Peter began to bring bucket of water and throw on the burning grass. The smoke hurt his ears and he felt tired, yet he did not stop. Suddenly he heard two hoofs of a horse and saw John riding into the garden. "Brave boy," he said, "we saw the smoke and Rob went to get help. But someone must bring to sleep home, otherwise too they might wander off the forest. Can you ride livelihood and bring them back?" John asked. Peter jumped onto the horse and rode to the field. It was a difficult job and it took a long time. But the time he brought them home, the fire had been put out. His uncle was at the door watching for him. "You are wonder, Peter. You saved my horse." They said. "Did they hurt you?" he asked. "No, they didn't," Peter said, "and I am not afraid of them anymore."